Okay, so we've worked some problems using long division, dividing polynomials, and now we're going to use synthetic division to divide a way of division of polynomials. And many of the students that I've been with here like synthetic division better. I personally think I still like long division better, but let's look at synthetic division. So we've got a polynomial here, 4x cubed plus 3x squared minus x plus 8. Being asked to divide that by x minus 3 and to use synthetic division to do so. So let's look at how our setup is different. If you remember back in long division, we would divide that polynomial by just x minus 3. But here it's as if we have gone ahead and set this x minus 3 to 0 and solved it for x equals 3. And we set this up. We put a little box here, half a box, to put what we're dividing by, which is a positive 3, not the negative 3. Also in our setups, we're going to bring down just the coefficients from a polynomial. So here's the 4 representing the 4x cubed, the 3 representing the 3x squared, minus 1 for the minus x, and 8 for the constant plus 8. Now, also in our setup too, we go ahead and draw a line. Of course, you're looking at this after the fact, after we've done some work on it. We'll go ahead and draw a line here, and we're going to put our answers here between this, and this. So, another thing that's different about synthetic division, where long division is divide and subtract, synthetic division is multiply and add. So let's go through the process here. We're going to go 3 times 4, well, 3 times 4 equals 12. And now we're going to add 12 to the 3. 12 and 3 is 15. We're going to multiply 3 times 15. It's going to give us 45. Minus 1 plus 45 is going to give us 44. 3 times 44 equals 132. And 132 and 8 gives us a remainder here of 140. Now, to write what our quotient is, we're always going to take one less than the lead coefficient of our original polynomial. Synthetic division only is going to work when x is to the first degree. If x has got a higher degree, we're going to have to use long division. So that means that our first term in our quotient is going to be x squared. So we've got 4x squared plus 15x plus 44. And then we've got our remainder, 140, which we put over x minus 3. And here's our answer, 4x squared plus 15x plus 44 plus 140 over x minus 3, which is our original divisor, synthetic division. Well, let's look at another one here using synthetic division. And now we're being asked to divide 6x to the 4th plus 3x cubed minus 15x squared minus 12x plus 7 divided by 3x plus 1. Now, in the cases with synthetic division, we cannot use synthetic division if we're trying to divide by anything where x has a degree greater than 1, and we also have to go ahead and we cannot have that coefficient. So what we're doing in reality is we go ahead and set this 3x plus 1, what we're being asked to divide by, set it to 0, and solve it. And when we do, we're going to get x equals negative 1/3. So if I take 3x plus 1, 3x equals minus 1, divide by 3 on both sides, x is equal to minus 1/3. And this is what I'm going to set in here for my synthetic division, set in my little box, and I'm going to multiply everything by. Now, also, since I went ahead and divided this factor by 3, we're going to go ahead and just multiply the entire polynomial, factor out 3 out of the entire polynomial, which gives me this as a result. That should be 2. 2x cubed, which is a 2 right here. 2x cubed plus 11/3 x, 11 over 3 x to the third power minus 5x squared minus 4x plus 7 over 3. And so here I bring down my coefficients. I'll bring my 2 from here, my 11 over 3 here, my minus 5 to here, my minus 4 here, and my 7/3 here. And so again, we're going to multiply and add. So I've got negative 1/3 times 2. That gives me negative 1/3 times 2 gives me negative 2/3. Subtract that from 11/3. Well, that's 9/3. Well, 9/3 is 3. I'm going to multiply negative 1/3 times 3. Well, that gives me negative 1. Negative 5 and negative 1 is negative 6. Now I'm going to multiply negative 1/3 times 6. Well, that's going to give me 2. Minus 4 plus 2 gives me minus 2. And we're going to multiply minus 2 by minus 1/3, which gives us 2/3. Well, 7/3 and 2/3 gives me 9/3. Okay, this is my remainder. And remember, this is going to represent x to the power 1 less than what my original polynomial showed. So now I've got 2x cubed plus 3x squared minus 6x minus 2, and I've got this remainder here. Well, I got 9/3, or 3 over x plus 1/3. I'm going to multiply the whole thing by 3, right, as you see right here. Getting back to my 3x plus 1. That's what I'm trying to get back to. That's the reason why I'm multiplying all that remainder by 3. When I do, the 3's cancel out here, and the 3's cancel out here, and I'm left with 9 over 3x plus 1. So my final answer here is 2x cubed plus 3x squared minus 6x minus 2, with a remainder of plus 9 over 3x plus 1, my original divisor. Setting my remainder back up to my original divisor. Synthetic division.